Morning class, and I can welcome to the School of NPC and SSB. Today we will discuss about the relationship between the Chief Minister, the Council of Ministers, and the Governor. Okay. We will discuss the state politics today. State politics. The Chief Minister, the Council of Ministers, and the Governor. See, we all know, in a parliamentary form of government, the elected people, right? The elected representatives are the real person in power. They are in power. Okay, take the example. We all know, in BSc exam, Nagaland Public Service Commission, you're all going to appear. It is very tough, right? The toughest examination in the state. But unfortunately, in democracy, it is the politicians, the ministers, who are more powerful than you. Alright, you are just an advisory body. You are just a servant, civil servant, to work for them, okay? So remember, it is every time you are under the direct control of the politician. Except in certain circumstances, like president rule. Yes, like the president rule. So now my topic here is very important, very much important. Today, now, let's see who can be a minister, who can be a chief minister. Yes, how they are elected, how they are removed, or how they resign. Let's see today, what is the qualification to become a minister or to become a chief minister? So, and what is the relationship between the governor, the chief minister, the council of ministers? We will take the example of Nagaland. The best example is our beautiful state, Nagaland. Rio, right? The chief minister, La Ganeshan, the governor. Yes, the council of ministers like Mr. Thierry Zelang, we will discuss today. See, if you want to be a minister, okay. We have a state legislature. We all know we have a state legislature. State Legislative Assembly, State Legislative Council. The state legislature is made up of two houses, the council and the assembly. We have two houses, the State Legislative Council and the State Legislative Assembly. These two houses will make up the state legislature, like the parliament, right? We have the Lok Sabha, we have the Rajya Sabha. We have two houses. So remember, if you want to be a minister, first get elected to either assembly or council, either directly or indirectly. It's too important. If you want to be a minister in the state of Nagaland, first get elected either to the state legislative assembly or the council. Anyone, very much possible. Once you get elected, we will see the situation now. Only this situation, the lower house, the most powerful house, the directly elected house, which is known as the State Legislative Assembly. Take the example of Nagaland. In Nagaland, unfortunately, we have just one house. In Nagaland, we have just one house. So we have the State Legislative Assembly. We have 60 MLAs. We all know, right? We have just 60 seats, 60 MLAs. We have 60 MLAs. My question here is, these 60 MLAs, every 5 years, they will have elections. Alright, so to get a majority, simple majority, you just have to get 31. Those political party which gets 31 seats will form the government. Easy, right? So, take the example, you got elected from this house. But your party does not reach 31. So you are just going to be a mere MLA. Take the example of Mr. Azo, right? Mr. Azo, Ashapimukiko, yes, they are just MLA. Because they got just 2 seats. NBF got only 2 seats. But why Thierry Zelang? But why Thierry Zelang is a minister? Or why Mr. Temjidin Dalong is a minister? Because their party got more than 31 seats. So that's the only reason. That's the only reason. Okay, first get elected to either house, and your party should get 31 seats or 51% of the total seats in the lower house. That's all. then you can be a minister. Now, chief minister. How the chief? What is the qualification to be a chief minister? That is also important, right? The first qualification to be a chief minister is first get elected to either assembly or the council. Same. After that, your party should get at least 31 seats out of the 60. Take the example. Nagaland, we have 60 seats. So, why Rio is the chief minister? Because his political party has got 31 seats in alliance with the BJP. Alright, 31 seats. After that, your party should elect you as the leader of the house. This is very important. Leader of the house and leader of the party in house. Rio is the leader of the NDPP. Okay. Who has elected him? His party, right? So first, your party should elect you as the leader of the party. After that, your party should capture at least 51%, which means out of the 60, at least 31 seats. After that, automatically, you are going to be appointed as the chief minister of Nagaland by the governor of Nagaland. At the end of the day, it is the governor who appoints the chief minister. And chief minister has absolute power to select the council of ministers. Too important. Ministers are appointed by the governor. But all these ministers are appointed by the governor only on the advice of the chief minister. As long as the chief minister is in majority, the governor can say nothing. Okay, the governor is just like his servant. Okay. Now, we will discuss the real powers, which is in the hands of the chief minister, the council of ministers today. Right. There are communications with the governor, how they communicate with the state governor. So, see, remember, before that, we all know the chief minister is too powerful, right? Every time it's the CM, not the governor. Yes, just like in India, it's the prime minister, wherever he goes, it's the PM. So in Nagaland, it is the CM, the chief minister. Everybody is looking after a CM, the chief minister office, because he has the political powers. Politicians are in power. Okay, in short, politicians are in power. They are person elected, they are in power. Remember that. So see, when you're working as an ESC, as a DSP and all, please remember, okay, you have to respect these people. Or else you're going to be transferred, suspended, terminated. Alright, there is a process. So you have to respect this person. They are elected people. You are appointed, remember, you are appointed people. You are appointed by the Nagaland Public Service Commission. But these people are elected by the people for 5 years. So they are person in power. Even MLAs, just he or she might be just an opposition MLA, but you have to respect. It is very hard to fight or to come in conflicts with these people. Okay, these are real person in power. So remember all this. So today let's discuss. Remember, there is a process. The minister in a state should be just 15% of the state legislative assembly. Rio cannot have 20-30 minister, no. The constitution says that the chief minister can select only 15% of the total strength of the state legislative assembly. So take the example, in Nagaland, we have 60 MLAs. So 15% will be how much? Only 1, 2, 12. Okay, so including Rio, we have only 12 ministers. Rio is also a minister, okay. He's a part of council of ministers. So in Nagaland, we have 60 MLAs. So among the 60 MLAs, only 12% can be minister. So in Nagaland, we have only 12 ministers. If you see, if you go home today, see in the Google, there are only 12 ministers in Nagaland, including the CM. That is the only thing. So 15% is like only that one. So if there is 120 MLA, 120 members of the State Legislative Assembly in Nagaland, the minister will be 24. Yes, in that way, only 15%. The minister in a state can be only 15% of the total strength of the State Legislative Assembly. Too important. So that is one more thing you have to remember in the NBC question. This is short account. These are the practical questions you can came across. Powers and functions of the cabinet today in a state government. Last time I said there was a differences between the cabinet and the council of ministers, right? So what was the differences? The cabinet and the council of ministers. Yes, here. What was the differences? The council of ministers. What was the differences between the cabinet and the council of ministers? Just one point. Among the council of ministers, the most important, some of the few, the most important person are known as the cabinet minister. They are all ministers, okay? The council of ministers are also minister, cabinet are also minister, but among the council of ministers, some of the few most important persons are known as the cabinet minister. Just like in Nagaland, take the example, all are ministers, right? The council of ministers. Mr. T.R. Zilang is also a minister, Mr. Y. Banan is also a minister, Mr. Timchip Imnalong are also minister. Yes, but among the council of ministers, among the 12 ministers, Rio will have only 3 to 4 cabinet. The most important person who are holding the cabinet, just like the most important portfolio, like Home Minister of Nagaland, Finance Minister of Nagaland. You see, just like Y. Badan, Home Minister, like T.R. Zilang, the Deputy CM. Yes. Like the Deputy CM. They are the most important ministers. They are known as the cabinet. Actually, see, remember, it is the cabinet who makes the decisions, and it is the council of ministers who implements the decision. Too important. They are very tricky. Listen very easy. You can never see separately, but inside there is differences. Rio, including Rio, we have 12 ministers in Nagaland, right? They're all council of ministers. However, among them, there are some most important ones. Just like when Rio is going to make a very important decisions, he will call up Y. Batan, T.R. Zilang. You see? Because Zilang is the Deputy Chief Minister. Y. Batan is also a Deputy CM in the Home Minister. Or might be another one cabinet, he might call Mr. Imnalong, right, from the BGP. So they are known as the cabinet ministers. So we will discuss the powers and functions today in a state. What kind of a power they have in a government like Nagaland? Yes, we will discuss the powers and functions of Zilang and all today. Okay, powers and functions. The most important powers and functions of the cabinet minister is they are the chief formulations and chief execution. See, chief formulation means they are the one who makes the policies of the state government. Chief formulation means it is the cabinet minister who formulates all the policies in a state like Nagaland. Take the example. The cabinet has taken the decisions to regularize the 147 posts. Yes or no? We came across angered agitations. The intellectual people in Nagaland, the professors and educators, have come to fight for this right. So it was the cabinet who said that we will regularize these people. They can do it. They can make any policy. How many districts? 17 districts, right? Who can make it 20 tomorrow? It is a cabinet. They can do it. They can, because they are a chief formulator of the state. Anything, man in power, president in power, party in power, they are in power. Okay. The life and death of a person depends on all these people. It is just like Jesus Christ, okay? A rebel of Jesus Christ. The cabinet ministers. They can do anything, almost anything. Next is executor. They are the one who makes the policy. They are the one who will implement the policy. Yes. That's all. Easy, very easy. Cabinet meeting. They will make the policy. And they are the one who will execute it. They will just call up the deputy commissioner of every district. Implement this policy. And if not, you are going to be transferred. So they are in power. Absolutely, almost like a king. Okay, almost like a king now. You see Rio. We came across Rio, right? Every time. See, everything is in Chumukidiman now. Why? Because he's in power. He can take the funds to his district. Very much possible. So when you have a cabinet minister from your constituency, from your district, it's a very good one. It's a very good one. He will take the fund and take to the state, to his district. Very much possible. So might be, if you see why Mokokchung is more developed than the Tuin Sang, or why Chumukitima is more developed than Longling district, because of this reason. They have more cabinet ministers, right? They are the one who will make the policies. The scheme is coming. They are the one who will take it. Yes, they will make the policy. So they are the real head of the state. The cabinet is the real head of the state government. No one can go against their decisions. So that is the first power. The cabinet are the chief coordinator in crisis management in the state government. What is chief coordinator? Chief coordinator means we have so many departments, right? So no. Approximately in Nagaland, we have around 75 departments. We have around 75 departments. So, we all know, anytime the clashes is going to occur. Yes, clashes is going to occur. We all know. Might be over a collection of taxes. Take the example, geology and mining department in the forest department, in the gate. Both of them want to collect the tax. Again, there is a home department, the police department. They want to collect a tax. So there will be an issue, crisis, right? So it is the cabinet who will come in, try to solve the issue through diplomatic means, through a process. Okay, let us talk. Yes, let us talk. That's all. They are the chief coordinator. Every time, in any issues. There might be a law and order problem. Yes. Suppose there is a issue going on, land issue. Yes, see, every time land issue is coming up, the villagers, they have a land issues with the bordering villages. So it is the cabinet who will come and try to solve the issue through peaceful dialogue. So you are the one, you have a big responsibilities. You are not just a minister now, you are the chief coordinator of the state. Everywhere, every part of the state, 17 district, you have to look after. You have to ensure that people live in peace. You have to ensure that the departments function according to the provisions of the constitutions. There should be a legal process. You are a facilitator. Remember that. Okay. You should support every department. Okay. Try to finish the project in a very efficient manner, in a very time-limited bound. These are your powers and functions. And if you have a very good team, a very good cabinet ministers, the state will move forward. I think Rio is better than Zeliang, right? Our chief minister Rio, yes. So we all know he's corrupted, but still he is providing us the stability. Yes, not like those days in the Zeliang time. Now Rio is providing stability. So we need a very strong CM, and his team should be a very good one. If even though the chief minister is not that skillful, but if they have a very good cabinet team, ministers, the state will move forward. Okay, so your team is too important. It is just like a football team, cricket team, The captain is also important, but still then we need a good players, right? His team is too important. It deals with both financial and legislative matters. It deals with both financial and legislative matters. It deals with both financial and legislative matters. Yes, the finance bill. Who will introduce the finance bill? The finance minister, right? Unfortunately, in Nagaland, our chief minister has not allowed the finance minister to anyone. So he is the finance minister now. So Rio will introduce the finance bill, and it will get passed easily because he's in power, right? In the lower house majority. So all the finance bill in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, he will introduce. They will pass it. Legislative matters. Legislative matter means the law. They make the laws. They are a lawmaker. Yes, they are the real lawmaker. Yes, any laws can be made. You are a rich man. You are a very intellectual person. You are a professor. You are a rich man, a contractor, a businessman, a stakeholder. But until unless you are in the assembly, you are not a part of the lawmakers. That's why see the rich men, why they are contesting election? Why? Why the rich men are contesting election? Because they want to be a lawmaker. They want to be a lawmaker. They want to be a lawmaker. That's the reason. Many of, even in the coming election, 2028 election, many of them will resign as an IAS officer. Might be I'm the just like take the example TGP of Nagaland, he will take voluntary retirement. I will go for election because I want to be a lawmaker. I want to be a lawmaker. That's all. So these are some of the most important powers and functions of the Council of Cabinet Minister. See, NBC will never ask you together. They might either ask the council of minister or the cabinet. Write the same. Okay, write the same. The powers and functions are the same. They will never ask separately. They will never ask both. They will just ask one cabinet powers and functions of the cabinet. But most probably they will ask the powers and functions of the council of minister, because it is the council of minister. So you write the same. They are almost same. But please, you know that in the process. In practically, they're different, right? Who are the real powers? Council of Ministers or Cabinet? It is the Cabinet, right? A few of them. There are a few of them. Appointment powers again. Everything in the state government, the appointments are made by the cabinet. Okay, the chief secretary, the DGP, the important secretaries in the state administration, all these are made, the deputy commissioner, all these are made by the state cabinet. So they are the men in power. They can do anything. NBC German, yes, the name is governor, but inside it is the cabinet ministers because they are the men in power. So this is the only thing you have to remember from NBC point of view. Remember that they are the real executive of the state government. Cabinet. Your appointment, you got an ESC, but your posting is in Tuinsang, right? Who has sent you to Tuinsang? It's the cabinet. It's a cabinet. So remember all this. Remember all this. Next, the topic is the chief minister. Who is the real political head of the state? Right. The chief minister is the real political head of the state. We all know what is the qualification to be a CM, the chief minister. To be a chief minister, firstly, you get elected either to the state legislative assembly or state legislative council. First get elected. After that, your party should get a majority. Yes, your party should capture at least 51%, which means at least out of 60, 31 MLAs. 60 MLAs in Nagaland, right? So at least 31. And your party should elect you as the leader of the party and leader of the house. And that is how, after that, the governor has no other option, but the governor will officially appoint you as the chief minister of Nagaland. And the chief minister will serve for 5 years. Okay, the chief minister Rio is for 5 years. Again, next election is coming. Yes, so he must win the election. He must win the elections. So see, which exam is harder, election or your NBSC? You will have exam, but only once in a lifetime, right? You crack next year, you will serve for 35 years. But for these people, every 5 years. Every 5 years. So they are the men in power because if they work against the people, yes, they will never be elected, only for 5 years. So they are the real power, but they are also the person with responsibilities. Power with responsibilities. Okay, so you have to take this account. So let's see today what kind of a power does the CM have in a state. The first power is this one. The chief minister is the real political head of the state, which means he is the real head of the government. The CM is the real head of the government, not the governor. Not the governor. Governor is just a nominal. Governor is just a nominal. The real is the real head of the state. That's why everywhere it's real. Without the CM signature, without the chief minister consultation, without the CM, without the CM agreement, nothing can be made in the state. So you should have a very good relationship with the CM. Without the chief minister, not possible. Not possible. You might be a very strong person, powerful person, but no, chief minister office. The CMO office is too important. The governor is just an advisor. The governor is just an advisor. Which we're going to talk today? The governor. Yesterday we discussed about the governor, right? Today we're discussing about the CM. So see, when I say political head of the state, every file, every department, I said there are around 75 departments approximately in the state of Nagaland. Every department you have without the signature of the CM, you cannot withdraw the money. Yes, schemes is coming, but CM signature is required. So that shows that he is the real head of the state, and he is the man in power. So he is respected by everyone. Without next. The most powerful political powers of the CM is he can reshuffle the portfolios among the minister. Anytime, even tonight. Why Patan is the Home Minister of Nagaland? But tonight, he can make him just a mere MLA. Okay, and appoint Mr. Azwa as the Home Minister of Nagaland. Very much possible. Very much possible. He can reshuffle. He can dismiss the minister through the governor. Remember, it is the governor who will appoint, dismiss, reshuffle the portfolios among the minister, but only on the advice of the CM. And it is binding. Or else the governor is going to be removed. No precedence above the Constitution. The Constitution says that the chief minister can dismiss, reshuffle, appoint any minister through the governor anytime. Anytime. So this is another power where every minister, Mr. Imdalong is trying to please the CM. Yes, real. Every time, every minister will talk about the goodness of the CM. If they talk about the badness of the CM, he will be dismissed tonight. Okay, so every minister, 11 minister, they are afraid of the CM. So they are ever trying to please the CM because of this reason. Next point, principle. The chief minister is the principal channel of communication between the governor and the council of ministers. The most important power, I think. Principal channel of communication. Every time, anytime, anywhere, it is the chief minister who communicates to the governor all the important decisions of the cabinet. The cabinet will take a very important decisions every day, right? The cabinet ministers, what are their duties? What is the duty of a cabinet ministers? To make decisions, right? The cabinet minister are to make decisions. So all these decisions are to be communicated to the governor through the CM. It is the chief minister who will inform the important decisions which has been taken in the cabinet to the governor anytime. Principal channel of communication. And it is only through the CM who the minister can meet the governor. Okay, that's the principal channel of communication. It is the chief minister who introduced all the important policies and decisions of the cabinet in the lower house, in the state legislative assembly. It is the chief minister, okay, who will introduce the important policy that we have met, and it has to be approved in the assembly. So it is the CM. Every time we have created one more district, we have just 13 districts, right? But now we have 17 districts in Nagaland. Who has introduced that decisions? It is the chief minister, and it is he who have introduced in the assembly, and he is the head of the cabinet. So the decision is going to be easily passed in the assembly. So without a CM, you cannot introduce the important policy. So again, every decisions of the cabinet, it is the CM who will introduce in the assembly, and he will take the lead in the passing of these decisions in the assembly. So now he is the real political head of the state. Next, the chief minister is the political head of the service. The chief minister is the political head of the service. Political head of the service means take the example. Your transfer. You are an EAC. Suppose take example, you crack MPC exam, right? You're going to be transferred to somewhere. You're going to be promoted someday. Someday you'll get promoted. So all these promotion transfer are done by the CM, because he is, at the end of the day, the chief minister is the political head of the service. So again, all of us, you are an EAC, I'm an IAS officer, you are an IPS officer, but all have to function under the direct control of the CM, chief minister. We have to respect him. Now no more option. You have joined the government service, you have to respect this person. Any confusion? He is the political head of the state. He is the political head of the service. There is nothing which goes against the CM. Everything is under the control of the chief minister. So now there is nothing which we can go against him. The chief minister, he is a man in power. See, he can reshuffle the portfolios. He introduced the policy of the state in the state legislative assembly. He is the principal channel of communication to the governor. Next, is he can resign. The chief minister can resign anytime. Our chief minister Rio can resign anytime. That's the worst thing about the political crisis. Nobody wants to go for a new election, right? But the CM can do that. Chief minister tonight, Rio can say, I want to resign and go for a new election. In that conditions, the governor of Nagaland is no other option. He will dissolve the lower house. So who can dissolve the lower house? The governor, but only on the advice of the CM. The lower house can be dissolved. As I've been telling you, we have one house which can be dissolved before 5 years. It is the lower house, state legislative assembly, and in the center it's the Lok Sabha. One house can be dissolved, the lower house, before 5 years. So see, nobody wants to go for a new election. Yes, but no. Rio can say, no, I want to resign. No one can force him. Now resignation means, yes, you will resign and you will go for new elections. Very much possible, very much possible. So every minister tries to please the CM. Okay, or else, now if you resign, what will happen? The other minister have to resign. No other option. When the chief minister resign, the other minister have to resign. If the chief minister dies tonight, they have to resign once, but not from their MLA, members of the legislative assembly. No, they will still remain as an MLA, but from the cabinet, from the team, okay, they have to resign once. Too important. On moral ground, the chief minister will resign. Sorry, all the council of ministers have to resign when the chief minister dies or resign. Again, a new team is going to be formed. Okay, so this is too important. This is too important. This is too important. And sometimes the question will be asked: the chief minister can be from which house? Either house. The chief minister can be either from assembly or the council. The chief minister can be from either house, either from the assembly or the council. But his political party should have majority only in the lower house, which means the state legislative assembly. Now, next is outside the state. Let's see what are some of the powers where the chief minister of a state enjoys outside the state. Okay, outside the state. This is within the state. So, in the state, it is the chief minister who is the real head of the government. Yes or no? There is a political crisis. There is a COVID-19 issue. COVID-19, who will take the issue? It is the CM. I am the CM, so I will take the whole responsibility. Because I am the chief minister. I am the political head of the state. I am the real head of the state government. I should protect my people. It is the CM who looks after the people. Or every tribe in Nagaland, Sabling district will look after CM. Who will protect us? It's the chief minister. So he is the person in power. Next. The chief minister is the head of the state. We all know, right? Inside the state, nothing comes out of him. It is he who is in power. Outside the state also, the chief minister is also a member of the NITI Aayog, National Institute for Transforming India. Yes, this is just like a planning commission, NITI Aayog. The 5-year plans is meant the amount that the state of Nagaland is going to get is going to be sanctioned by this, recommended by this NITI Aayog. Okay, National Institute for Transforming India, like the planning commission. So he's a member. It's a central body. So Chief Minister of Nagaland is also a member. Next is Interstate Council. Interstate Council means it's a council, but which is set up by the government of India, central government. He is also a member. Here in the Interstate Council, you can discuss the common issue. Suppose we have a take the example, we have a land issue, problem with Manipur. Take the example of Tsukuveli, right? Tsukuveli is a disputed land between Nagaland and Manipur. You can discuss in the Interstate Council. National Development Council is also like a economic body. National Development Council also talks about how to improve the economy of the state. But this is a central body. So here also the chief minister is a member. And even in the zonal council. Zonal council means the regional council. We are northeastern state, right? So northeastern state can have one zonal council. Northern India can have one zonal council. Southern India they can have one zonal council. Western India they can have. Central India they can have. Eastern India they can have one council. So northeastern state also have a zonal council of the northeastern state. You are a member, the CM. So they have a very influential power here. As a member, I can also talk about my issues. Right? Nagaland needs more money. In Nagaland, we want to upgrade the farming system of horticulture. or agriculture. Farming, we want to move forward. So we need more money, more sanction. Okay, you discuss in the Niti Aayog, very much possible. You have a land dispute, okay, discuss in the Interstate Council. The CM is a member. So there is nothing which is outside the Chief Minister office, the CMO. Every time, the CMO. Who knows, there might be some more district, right? You want to form a new district. There are some subdivisions in Nagaland. Who wants to be a district? You can be. You can ask the CM. If you have a good relationship with the Chief Minister, very much possible. Very much possible. If you have listened very carefully yesterday, if the Chief Minister of Nagaland is unable to provide the information of the administration in Nagaland to the governor, what will happen? The Chief Minister should provide information regarding the law and order, right? To the governor anytime. Yes, last bench, what will happen? It is the duty of the Chief Minister to inform the governor, the administration of Nagaland. But if it is not provided, what will happen? Yes, last bench, you came yesterday? At least 1 point. Yes, what will happen? The governor will impose president rule, right? It is the duty of the Chief Minister to inform the governor about what is happening in the state. But if that is not provided, the governor can recommend president rule. See, these are very easy one, and it's a shortcut. The state administration, the state executive, the union executive is the need of the hour. It is the only topic where you will get the questions from the NBC, UPC, but even for UPC, even the IAS exam. This is the only thing. Okay. This is the only thing. Union executive, state executive. State executive means the governor, the council of ministers, the CM. These are the only thing they're going to ask because this is the most important one. Without this, the state can never move forward. How can they function? How can they function? Yes. How can they function? Okay. So far, the council of ministers, the cabinet, the governor, and the CM. Any more you want me to discuss? If not, I will discuss about the speaker, deputy speaker, the chairman and deputy chairman. Okay, how they are elected, how they are removed in the state assembly. We are going very slowly. Every day I will keep on repeating. My job is, you don't have to memorize. Just listen here. Okay, at home just see it. And now try to get full marks. Very much possible. It's like a maths, right? Maths, 0 means 0. Or 100 means 100. In maths, you will not get half, right? It's either 100 or 0. You'll never get half in maths. Just like that, English and politics, okay? English, politics, and maths. If you know the concept, you're 100%. And here, it is not that hard. They will never ask the theory. In competitive examination, they will never ask the theory. Remember, even in politics, they will just ask this one. What is happening in the state? Okay, so listen very carefully. See, we have two houses, right? Unfortunately, in Nagaland, we have just one house. We have the State Legislative Assembly. So it is known as, yes, last page, that name is known as, we have just one house. So it is known as, we have just one house, right? So what is the name known as? Yes, unicameral. Okay, one house is known as a unicameral. The two houses known as the bicameral. So if you go to Assam, they have two houses, but in Nagaland, just one house. So remember, in the house, yes, they will have legislative council. Okay, possible. West Bengal also possible. Bihar also is there. Assamese might be Assamese dissolve. Okay, so very much possible. So it's up to the assembly. If the assembly wants to have two houses, tonight also possible. If Nagaland wants to have two houses, the assembly should recommend to the parliament. The parliament will tonight create for you by passing a resolution supported by simple majority. So anytime we can have two houses, but the assembly says that no. Rio says no. It's an expenditure. Why should we have two houses? Let's have just one house. Let's have just one house. So in the house, there should be someone who will preside over the meeting, right? Even like me, I'm the one who is talking out here. There should be someone. So it is a Mr. Speaker. And when the speaker is not there, we have a deputy speaker. So now we will see the election of the deputy speaker, speaker and the deputy speaker. How the speaker is elected. Yes, first bench. What is the qualification to be a speaker in assembly? Yes? To be a speaker? What is the, if you want to be a speaker, okay. But what will be the qualification in assembly? You want to be a speaker of the State Legislative Assembly, right? But what will be the qualification? What will be the qualification? You want to be a speaker, right? But see, if you want to be a speaker, Mr. Sharingan, right? Mr. Sharingan Longoma is the speaker of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. But how he got elected? What was the procedure? Procedure is too important in BC, okay? Very much important. In BC, will ask only the procedure, not what is the speaker. They will never ask the powers and function. They will ask how the speaker is elected, how he is removed. Election is too important. If you want to be a speaker of the State Legislative Assembly, you can contest election. Election is open. Okay, but first get elected to the State Legislative Assembly first. You might be ruling party, you might be opposition. You can contest election. To get elected to the speaker, first get elected to the State Legislative Assembly. You should be an MLA first. An MLA can contest election. All the 60 MLAs, election is open. Which also the Constitution says that election is open. Once you get elected to the State Legislative Assembly as an MLA, you can contest election. Both the ruling and the opposition can contest election. Mr. Azhar can also contest election, file a nominations, very much possible. But unfortunately, it is only the ruling party who will win the election, because every person will have just one vote. Okay, to elect the speaker, everyone will have just one vote. We will have just one vote. Okay. So only the ruling party will elect. Who is the deputy speaker? This might be asked this year. Who is the deputy speaker tonight? In the assembly? Yes, first bench. Deputy speaker. One Sima is there. Okay, you go home and see. He is from the Sima community. The deputy speaker of Nagli is from the Sima community. His might be asked. The speaker we all know is Sharingan Longomer. Sharingan Longomer is the speaker, but deputy speaker One Sima is a homework. One Sima is the deputy speaker. Remember that. Remember, anyone can contest the election, but only the ruling party will win the election, because every person will have one vote, right? And the ruling party will only vote for his party. So anyone possible. Speaker is also for 5 years. Deputy speaker is also for 5 years. Remember, the speaker and deputy speaker will never take oath. And who is more powerful? One more thing you have to remember, very practical. Deputy speaker and the speaker, the powers are same. The speaker and the deputy speaker enjoys the same powers and function. No one is above the other. We feel like the speaker is more powerful than the deputy speaker, right? But no, speaker and the deputy speaker of the State Legislative Assembly, the powers are same. And if the speaker wants to resign, he will give his resignation to the deputy speaker. If the deputy speaker wants to resign before 5 years, we will give to the deputy speaker will give his resignation letter to the Mr. Speaker. That's all. And remember, the speaker and the deputy speaker can be removed through a process of impeachment. Okay. The speaker and the deputy speaker can be impeached. They can be removed through a process of impeachment. It is very hard to remove these people. The State Legislative Assembly can remove the speaker and deputy speaker only through a process of impeachment. And the process is effective majority. Now I'm not going to give you, I will not explain this anymore. I've given, what is this effective majority? The speaker and the deputy speaker can be removed by the State Legislative Assembly through a process of impeachment. And the resolution has to be passed by effective majority in the Assembly. What is that? Special majority, effective majority. What is the differences? Effective means how many of them are present? 100? But it lists 50 should say yes. To remove the, if 60 MLAs are present to remove the Sharingan, 30 should say Yes. To remove they will have one vote to remove the speaker. Only then the speaker can be removed. Very hard to remove. Okay. So far, no speaker has been removed in Nepal. It's very hard to remove these people. One more thing. If you want to remove the speaker, Hindi speaker, they are constitutional boss. Very respected boss. So, 14 days notification. 14 days notification has to be given. 14 days notification has to be given. Has to be given to the speaker and deputy speaker that you are going to be impeached. Since you violate the constitution, you are going to be impeached. Only then the resolution has to be released, or else no, not possible. 14 days notification has to be given to the speaker and vote to the deputy speaker that you are going to be removed. Any doubt? Any doubt so far? These are sure to come. Okay, these are very conceptual questions. These are very conceptual. It looks very easy, but inside the examination hall, in BC hall, it is somehow difficult. So I'm repeating. Now, we have a speaker, we have a deputy speaker. One more person is there. Broadham speaker. Here is one more person known as the Broadham speaker. Who is the Broadham speaker in the assembly? Yes, last bench? Yes. I think I've discussed this in the Lok Sabha. So who is he? Who is a Broadham speaker? See, Broadham speaker is also an MLA. Okay, in the previously elected members. Suppose we all know, in 2028, we will go for new election. 15 Nagaland Legislative Assembly election. 15 Nagaland Legislative Assembly election we're going to go. 2028, another election is coming, general election. So, all the 60 MLAs now, all of them will be resigned to contest for new election, including Rio. Rio will also go for election. But the governor will say, no, stop, one member among the 60. Okay, no, you stop it. I will appoint you as the Broadham speaker. Because right after the new election, who will preside over the meeting? Right? Because we all know, speaker, deputy speaker might not be elected in the next time, right? He or she might lose the election. Sharingan might lose the election. So, in that conditions, the governor will say, you stop it. I will appoint you as a Broadham speaker, and your job is to give vote and to preside over the first meeting of the newly elected Legislative Assembly. 2028 election. After the election, the first meeting is going to be presided over by this person, Mr. Broadham speaker. And who is this Broadham speaker? A member of the previously elected Legislative Assembly. Too important. Okay, and who he is appointed by the governor of the state. Too important. This is short to come. These are some critical questions you will get. Who is this Broadham speaker? After that, he will resign. After the first meeting, that person he will resign. All right, that's all. Any confusion? So, last point, we will discuss the chairman and deputy chairman. Okay, chairman and deputy chairman. The chairman and deputy chairman of the State Legislative Council. The chairman and deputy chairman of the Legislative Council. Remember, the upper house. The State Legislative Council is known as the upper house and the less powerful house because they are indirectly elected by the people. We all know this is the powerless house. Rajya Sabha is a powerless house. We all know Rajya Sabha is a powerless house because all the members of the Rajya Sabha are elected indirectly by the people. Same here. The State Legislative Council are elected indirectly by the people. Okay, by the people. Now my job here is I want to tell you how the chairman and deputy chairman gets elected and how they are removed. It is like this. If you want to contest election to the chairman and deputy chairman of the State Legislative Council, election is open. Okay, anyone can contest election. Anyone can contest election. Remember, one more thing. The chairman of the Rajya Sabha, who is the vice president, right? The vice president is an outsider. But here, both the chairman is an insider. If you want to contest election to the State Legislative Council, chairman first get elected to the State Legislative Council. But not like the Rajya Sabha chairman. The Rajya Sabha chairman is different. Vice president election is different. Okay, so that is the differences you will find. They are all same, chairman of the upper house, but their election is different. Because to be the chairman of Rajya Sabha, your election is different. You are known as the vice president of India. Outside the house, you are known as the vice president. So your election is different, and you are an outsider. But here, no. To be the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, of the Legislative Council, you should be a member of the Legislative Council. Vice President of India is not a member of the Rajya Sabha, but he gets elected. So now, here is different. To be the chairman, first get elected to the State Legislative Council. Deputy chairman same. If you want to contest election to the deputy chairman, election is open, anyone can contest. Ruling opposition, all can contest. But you first get elected to the council. Chairman, deputy chairman, their powers are same. Too important. Who is more powerful? They might ask. The chairman is more powerful than the deputy chairman, to confuse you. No. The chairman and deputy chairman powers are same. Every time same. Like the speaker, deputy speaker, their powers are same. So if the chairman wants to resign before 5 years, okay, possible. You give resignation letter to the deputy chairman. If deputy chairman wants to resign, let's give the resignation letter to the chairman. And remember, once get elected, he will serve for 5 years. And we all know, no person is above the constitution. Even though they are too powerful, the chairman and deputy chairman are constitutional bodies. They are very much powerful, but they can be removed if they violate the constitution through a process of impeachment. Very much possible. The chairman and deputy chairman can be removed through a process of impeachment. But remember, 14 days notification has to be given. 14 days notification has to be given to the chairman and deputy chairman that you're going to be impeached, removed. Or else you cannot introduce impeachment resolution. Too important. You can never ever introduce impeachment resolution in the upper house, State Legislative Council, without giving the 14 days notification. 14 days notification is too important. This is too important. This is too important. Okay, 14 days notification. This is too important. Now, we all know these people, the chairman and deputy chairman, are too powerful, so they can be removed only through effective majority in the council. The council can remove. It is the legislative council who can remove the chairman and deputy chairman, but their resolution has to be approved by effective majority. You know that, right? What is that effective majority? Effective majority means if 100% are 100 MLC, member of the Legislative Council are present, 50 should say yes to remove the these people. So that's the process. That's the process. Okay. So tomorrow I will discuss about the powers and functions of the speaker, the chairman and deputy chairman of the legislative council, and I will discuss how the money bill, ordinary bill, finance bill is introduced, or the state budget is introduced in the assembly. These are the topic I'm going to discuss tomorrow. So tomorrow again it's going to be a very important conceptual topic. Tomorrow will be the most important part. Okay. After that, we will focus on the fundamental rights and duties, directive principle of state policies. This is how we will go on. This whole month, okay. Whole month. Next month, please prepare for tests. June is all about class tests, okay? June, and we will also give at least 1 week summer break. Okay, summer break we will give you at least might be 10 days. All right, but the June first week, second week is all about exam. I want you to come with a very good heart. Okay, we want to conduct a very good exam because we don't see you are coming to class, but if there's no test, how can you improve? Yes, how can we see that you are good, you are bad? We have to analyze. It is a school. We all know this is a school, not a coaching center. We want this coaching center to be like a school, which means we will go very slowly. Because see, if you crack the exam, that's all. That's all. You're looking for a job, right? We all know. Some of you are very new. Some of you are very new. I mean, politics is a very new topic. But if you go slowly, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Some basic understanding of the political structure, general English, the grammars and all, and CSET, the basic thing. This will lead you to practice exam. Okay, after you invest, okay, every day 5 hours. That's all. Invest 5 hours. Invest 5 hours. And let's see the result, right? Let's see the result. So, again, more courses coming up. I heard that the main result will be out by next month. So, this year again, prelims is coming very soon. Okay, so I have been telling you, these 100 days, it will decide your future. Very much possible. 5 hours. 5 hours in the 100 days will give you at least 500 hours. In 500 hours, remember that I will just at least know at least 100 questions. After that, you'll take some risks. And that is how you break the prelims. So, please come every day. Okay, please come every day. Especially the conceptual. You cannot accept any class on polity, English, and CSET. History is too important. The other history, Nagaland, current affairs, or just like even economy, yes, you can somehow memorize the basic thing, but the concept, no, you cannot memorize. So this is how we will see you. Okay, best of luck, and we'll see you tomorrow.